Hey everyone, welcome back to Salt and Pepper, where we bring that good old pickle and pasión. Today I have a good paddle for you guys. I have the Ethos Telos. And let me tell you, this paddle had me doing some double takes. It's got some serious personality packed in there. So let's talk about it and find out how it actually plays on the court. The good, the surprising, and a little bit of spicy. So spec-wise, this is going to be 16.4 inches long. It's going to be 7.6 inches wide. Then the average weight comes in at about 7.8. Well, this one came in right at 7.8. Honestly, I didn't have to mod this at all. I played it just like it was. It felt solid enough for me not to have to do that. And with lighter paddles, I kind of get like a little bit of tweak, like either in my shoulder or in my elbow and my wrist. And this one honestly felt good from the get-go. So I had no issues with it. Didn't have to lead it or tungsten it or silicone or tune tape it up. So the grip length on this is actually 6 inches long from the butt cap to where the tape meets the throat. More than enough room for a tui. And you don't even have to put that finger up there if you don't want it. So because of this extreme taper here, you don't even need to put your finger up here if you don't want it. But if you're used to it, still not bad. Or you could put the 2 fingers, or, you know, if you're up at the kitchen, you want to put those 4 to really push back, you still got room for all that good stuff. So the circumference on this one is a little bit on the bigger side, and I didn't know that until I actually got it, but it's okay. This is gonna be for big-handed dudes or ladies if you have those long, skinny, long fingers. So that's gonna be 4 5/8 of an inch. So this paddle is going to be a Gen 1 construction. It has a T700 raw carbon fiber face that has foam actually in the handle to dampen the vibrations that you get from the face. Very nice. And is the reason why I actually didn't have to add any weight to this, because I didn't feel any vibrations in my hand. So it was great. So by Gen 1, what I mean is that this paddle is not thermoform. The face material has been sandwiched together by a process known as cold pressed. So that's where the face sheets are glued to the core and to the edge guard. And that's how you seal everything up, rather than thermoform where there's heat that's been applied to it. But with this type of construction, you do get a more predictable performance out of it, and a little bit less power and a little bit smaller of a sweet spot. But honestly, in this paddle, I didn't really notice too much. So right out of the gate, the Telos is blacked out. Yes, this is like John Wick style, straight up blacked out. Look at that, very nice. So it looks super clean. This paddle does also come in a pink version, so it's got like the pink lettering and things like that, and you get to see more of the actual paddle itself. It's not fully blacked out like this one. It's got that sleek carbon face with just a subtle design. And what I actually liked about it is that it says Ethos here on the bottom, and then it says Telos here on the side. But then if you flip it over, it actually has the same thing. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it actually has the word Telos in Greek, and Ethos down here is also in Greek as well. Found that pretty interesting. But of course, it's not flashy, it's blacked out, it's clean, it's nice. So this is definitely a I mean business type of look. It feels solid in the hand. Kind of like it's saying, I can handle whatever you want to throw at me. Weight-wise, it's nicely balanced. Not too head heavy, not too head light. So once I got started playing with it, the first thing I noticed was how connected I felt to the ball. You get a crisp pop off the face without losing any control. It's one of those paddles where you can really feel the ball on the face just long enough to shape your shots. The biggest mental block I had with this paddle was just the shape. I mean, it took a solid 4 or 5 games for me to really wrap my head around the shape. And that's only because in my mind, like I was just feeling that it had a tiny face. You know, because like a regular paddle or an elongated paddle, like my wife's new Era, you know what I mean? Like look at the size of the face. because right here at the throat, you have more real estate, and they chopped it off over here. But once I actually got used to it, I didn't feel that way anymore. I was able to really just hit my shots with no worries at all. And then at the kitchen, I wasn't worried in my hands battles because I was actually hitting dead center most of the time, because that really surprised me. I was hitting dead center most of the time, and it just felt really nice to not have to worry that I was losing anything here. Even off those off-center shots, like, I didn't have to worry about it because because I felt that it was a smaller head, I was moving my hands in a little bit more and actually keeping the paddle closer to my body. So when I needed to react, I was there, you know? So it really felt really nice. It was a good mental hump for me to get over too. But, you know, at the end of the day, this felt really good. But after I really got over it, like I said, my dinks and resets, they're smooth, predictable, and even. They're just even, if that makes sense. Because I felt confident leaning into those tricky kitchen exchanges. And then when I stepped back for drives and counters, that's when this Telos really, I felt, came alive. You get that crisp pop without sacrificing touch. This is kind of the best of both worlds when it comes to pop and power. So the power and control on this was really nice too. If I had to describe it, I'd say that the Ethos Telos lives in that sweet middle ground. A control paddle with just enough power to keep things spicy. If you're used to a super hot power paddle, this might feel a little bit more deliberate. It might feel a little bit more muted for you because you're gonna have to swing harder to really bring the power out of this. Whereas in a power paddle, you swing at like 25%, it's a bazooka. But that's actually what makes this paddle fun. You can play a smart game. You can stay consistent and still rip a few when you really, really need to. So checking the website, this paddle sells for $119 on the regular. But Ethos has a sale going on when I checked their website, and right now this is going for $69.95. And man, what a steal for this incredible little paddle. So who's this really gonna be for? I'm gonna have to say, I think that it's gonna be perfect for players who really want control first, but don't wanna sacrifice that clean and fast feel that you get from a solid paddle. So after spending a good amount of time with this paddle, I came away super impressed, super happy, and I felt super confident when I played with this paddle. It's comfortable, it's balanced, and just dependable, which has really made me feel like a better pickleball player than I am. So yeah, the Ethos Telos might not be the latest, might not be the most powerful, might not be the flashiest paddle out there, but it's definitely earned my respect. So kudos to Michael, the owner of Ethos, for coming out with such a cool little paddle. So, all right, my friends, that's my take on the Ethos Telos. If you've tried it, let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm always curious to find out what other players feel about these same exact paddles that I play with. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more pickleball fun. And always remember, you guys, keep dinking, keep laughing, and keep playing pickle with pasión.